Oh man, this floor is slippery. In my 10 years of experience as a motorcycle mechanic, I've seen a lot of these mods either fail or cause problems down the road. So these are 5 mods that you should definitely stay away from regardless of how you feel about them. So without further ado, number 1, LED underglow. Now LED underglow can look pretty cool. It might be your style. If that's what you're into, I'm not gonna be offended by it. One of the main things that I don't like about LED lighting is the fact that it's impossible to make it look super clean in your battery tray or underneath your side covers, especially on a Harley. As a mechanic, one of the things I really used to get upset about was having to change a battery on a bike that had a million things either attached to the battery or a mile of wire corded up on top of it. Also, depending on how you install the LEDs, it can be really challenging to take off bodywork or gas tanks, depending on if your LEDs have a disconnect on the actual light itself. Every time a bike would come into the shop with LED lights, it would cause a problem for me, especially if I needed to take the gas tank off or take off any other bodywork. I'd have to either disconnect or cut wires and splice them back together, or peel the LED off and actually put more double-sided tape on it so you could reattach it to the bodywork that you're trying to remove. By the way, do you know what would really increase your riding and make you look a lot cooler? Hitting that like, comment, and subscribe button. Now this next one isn't really a Harley specific thing. Actually, I don't even think they make them for Harley Davidsons. They might, I'd have to look into that. But Swingarm extensions, and specifically the knockoff ones that you could get off of Amazon. Swingarm extensions have a specific use in drag racing and making your swing arm longer on a sport bike so that you don't pick the front wheel up every time you launch. Or if you're roll racing or anything like that, it helps keep the weight over the front end, allowing you to have better traction and not wheelie your bike. The problem with the knockoff swing arm extensions is that they're prone to breaking. I've seen them snap, I've seen them crack, I've seen a lot of problems with these that could have turned into something a lot more dangerous for the rider. Another problem with the swing arm extension is if they're installed wrong, they can actually break the tabs on your factory swing arm that can cause a really big issue and a lot of money down the road. Swing arm extensions overall are a pretty dangerous mod. If you get them from a reputable company made out of quality materials, you shouldn't really have a problem. But in my opinion, there's a lot of cheap fakes out there. I would just stay away from them entirely. Number 3, lowering links, specifically on Harley Davidsons. A lowering link actually changes the suspension geometry, causing a rougher ride and possibly dangerous riding conditions. If your shock is normally in this position and you try to lower the bike, the shock actually has to come out towards the back of the motorcycle to come down. So that changes your suspension geometry, which now can cause a rougher ride. It can cause bent shocks. It can cause a lot of other problems. If you want to lower your motorcycle, you should just get a quality set of lowering shocks or springs for the front end, depending on what you're doing or your riding style. If you run lowering links, hey, by all means, I'm not going to tell you not to. I would just avoid them personally. Number 4, I would shy away from any knockoff levers, any sort of adjustable cheapos on Amazon that can cause a lot of problems. They can cause your brakes to lock up. They can cause your brakes to continuously ride. I've actually seen them snap and break. I've seen the pins in the adjustment points walk out and actually cause the lever not to function. The last thing you want is your lever falling off mid-ride and then you can't stop or use your clutch. You can definitely get a quality set of levers for just a little bit more money than a knockoff set, and I'll actually link some quality ones in the description below. Number 5, for my Harley community and my Harley boys, we all like our tall bars. I'm guilty of it. You might be as well. The problem with tall bars is it increases rider fatigue, right? So riding like this with your hands above your shoulders for a long period of time causes the blood to flow out of your hands, causing you to go numb, a lot of discomfort and pain in your actual hands itself, and it makes longer rides just a lot more difficult than they need to be. In most states, having handlebars taller than shoulder height is actually illegal. Here in Florida, they don't really mess with us a whole lot about that. A lot of people are running taller bars. If I was to do it all over again, especially on my FXR, I would go with a set of bars that puts me right at level position. This allows you to be more comfortable on longer rides having your hands out like this as opposed to this. Now, super tall ape hangers may look cool, but as far as functionality, it really decreases how long you can ride your bike comfortably. Also, really tall bars make it a problem when you're actually using your clutch and using your brake, as well as tight turns in parking lots and doing U-turns, considering the fact that now you're like this versus if you were turning like this, you'd be a little bit more comfortable. Another one for the Harley Davidson community is tank lifts. A tank lift goes between the front of your gas tank to actually elevate the tank from the frame. It might look cool, but it actually decreases your usable fuel capacity and it can put more load on your fuel pump. A tank lift is purely a style choice. It's not really going to cause any dangerous riding conditions. I personally think they look funny, and I think it's ironic that somebody with like a small peanut tank is going to lift their tank and lose even more fuel capacity, decreasing how long you can ride between fill-ups. Now, if you like what you saw here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give your boy a like so we can keep these videos going, and tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like anything in this video or you want to buy some parts that are high quality, check the links in the description. I am an affiliate with Amazon, but I'm only going to link high quality parts that I would actually use or have used on my own motorcycle. As always, it's been a pleasure. Ride safe, ride smart. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.